All right, let's dive into a skill that's absolutely critical for just about everyone, whether you're a student or a CEO. We're talking about how to take your ideas and shape them into powerful, memorable stories that actually make an impact. You know that feeling, right? You've got this brilliant idea or maybe some really important feedback to give. And when you say it, it just kind of falls flat. Like the people listening just aren't quite getting it. It's super frustrating, and honestly, it happens to all of us. But here is the really good news. Communicating in a way that truly connects with people isn't some kind of magic talent you're born with. Not at all. It is absolutely a craft, a skill you can build. And today, we're going to open up the toolkit and show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to walk through 5 key stages. First, we'll start with your why, your core purpose. Then, we'll build a solid structure to give your message a backbone. After that, we'll dive into the nitty-gritty of the writer's craft, learn how to blend logic and emotion, and finally, we'll polish it all up for maximum impact. First things first, and I mean really first. Before you write a single word, you have to know your why. This is the bedrock, the foundation for everything else. Without a clear purpose, even the most beautiful writing can feel totally empty. So just take a second and ask yourself 3 really simple but incredibly powerful questions. Number 1, what am I trying to do here? Am I trying to inform, persuade, or just entertain? Number 2, who am I talking to? And number 3, what is the one single thing I need them to remember when this is all over? Getting these answers will guide every decision you make from here on out. Think of it like this. Your purpose is your compass. Whenever you get lost in the weeds or bogged down in details, you look back at that compass. It'll always point you in the right direction and keep your message sharp and on target. All right, so your compass is set. Now it's time to build the framework. A good structure is what holds your whole story together. It turns a jumble of ideas into a clear, compelling journey that your audience can actually follow. Let's start with a true classic, the 3-act structure. You see this everywhere, from Hollywood blockbusters to simple personal stories. It's so effective because it's so simple. You start by setting the scene, then you build up the tension, and finally, you deliver a satisfying ending. It's the perfect blueprint for any story. But what if you just need to get the facts out fast? For that, you've got the inverted pyramid. This is a journalist's best friend. You put the most critical info, the who, what, where, when, and why, right at the very top. That way, even if your audience only reads the first few lines, they've got the main story. And for those really epic stories about growth and transformation, there's the hero's journey. This is a powerful one. You've got a hero who goes on an adventure, faces some huge challenge, and comes back totally changed, with some new wisdom to share. It's a structure that just resonates with us on a really deep human level. Okay, we've got our structure. Now it's time to zoom in and focus on the words themselves. This is where the real craft comes in, where we turn a good message into a great one by making every single word pull its weight. Let's kick things off with a simple tip that is a total game changer. Use the active voice. Just listen to the difference here. The new policy was announced by the mayor. It's kind of sleepy, right? Now, the mayor announced the new policy. It's direct, it's got energy. Using active verbs immediately makes your writing more engaging. And of course, we have to talk about punctuation. I mean, this example is a classic for a reason. It's funny, but it makes a deadly serious point. One little comma completely changes the meaning of the sentence. Details like this are everything when it comes to clear communication. And finally, if you want people to really get lost in your story, you have to engage their senses. Saying the garden was beautiful is fine, but it doesn't make me feel anything. But describing the fragrant roses and the soft hum of bees, now you've transported me right into the scene. You've turned a simple statement into an experience. So you've got a clear purpose, a solid structure, and your writing is sharp. Now, how do we make it truly unforgettable? Well, you do it by appealing to both the head and the heart. The most powerful messages are the ones that blend cold, hard logic with real, relatable human emotion. Let's start with this. 20 million. Wow, that's a huge number. Our logical brain immediately understands the scale of the problem. It's a credible fact. But it's also a little abstract, isn't it? It's hard to really wrap your head around a number that big. But now we connect that data to a human story. We talk about Maria, and suddenly that giant, impersonal number has a face. It has a story. We feel empathy. We understand the real human cost. That 1-2 punch of logic and emotion, that is what makes a message stick. And hey, here's the perfect little meta example for you. This data point right here says that when you pair information with a visual, like this very slide, people remember it way better. By appealing to both your logical brain and your eyes, the message just sinks in deeper. Okay, we are in the home stretch. This last step is the one that so many people skip, but honestly, it's what separates good writing from truly great writing: revision. This is where you sharpen, tighten, and polish your message until it absolutely shines. We can break revision down into 3 simple steps. First, cut. Be ruthless. If a word or a sentence isn't doing any work, get rid of it. Second, tighten. Make sure your whole structure flows smoothly from one point to the next. And finally, enhance. Swap out those weak, boring words for ones with real power and punch. Here's a pro tip for you, and it's one of the best out there. Read your work out loud. Seriously, your ears will catch all the awkward phrasing and clunky sentences that your eyes just glide right over. It is one of the fastest ways to immediately improve your writing. And last but not least, give some real love to your ending. Your conclusion is your final chance to drive your message home. It's not just about summarizing. It's about leaving your audience with a powerful thought or feeling that's going to stick with them long after they're done reading. So there you have it. Powerful communication really isn't magic. It's a craft. We've walked through the whole toolkit, finding your purpose, building a structure, mastering the language, blending logic and emotion, and polishing it all to a shine. Now you have the tools. So the only question left is, what story will you tell?